everybody. Today I'm going to be teaching you Don't Cry by Guns N' Roses. Now, this isn't going to be the original one, not the, the whole one we used to with a D minor chord and whatnot. Not that version. This is going to be a different version, the one they're currently doing live. Those of you who've been keeping up to date with the Guns N' Roses situation know that they've currently got several new guitarists, and one of them, Ron Bumblefoot, who is absolutely incredible guitarist. If you've never heard him before, I recommend checking him out. Go start with his latest two albums, Abnormal and Normal. Personally, I would do it in that order so you get a bit more familiar with him. Absolutely incredible guitarist, phenomenal guitar playing, some of his soloing is just out of this world. And a brilliant songwriter, and a really nice guy. But I digress. Bumblefoot has been playing a version of Don't Cry that's an instrumental version for the last, I don't even know how many years now, 6 years I think he's been in the band. So he started in 2006, so 7 years, beg your pardon. And in this live version he will play the chords, so a bass line, as well as the lead melody line. So that's the version I'm going to teach you. So if you want to learn the original version, this isn't the video for you. There's millions of those on YouTube, so I recommend go checking those out. This is the Bumblefoot version of Don't Cry. Okay, those of you who've been following me on YouTube or subscribed to me or saw several months ago, I released a version of Don't Cry using Bumblefoot's method. But those of you who want to learn that particular version, don't worry, because I have changed the song ever so slightly, but it's literally it's more of improvements, because since the last time I recorded this song, I've been seeing the live version of Guns N' Roses, and I watched what Bumblefoot did, and a lot of things that he was doing was different to what I did. So I incorporated what he's done into the song. I've changed it around a little bit, and it sounds better. So there's nothing. It's only improvements. It's all I've had to it. I haven't changed the melody or anything drastic. It's still Don't Cry as we know it. A few quick tips about the song before we dig into it and start playing. This song will be using exclusively hybrid picking. What I mean by hybrid picking is you've got your pick, which will be doing bass notes, and you only do downstrokes for this because these three fingers will be used for plucking. So hybrid picking, or chicken picking as it's normally referred to. If you've never used hybrid picking before and you don't want to do hybrid picking, don't worry, just finger pick, go back to that old method. That's fine, you'll be able to play the song just as well. But those of you who want to start learning hybrid picking, which I really recommend because it's such a handy little technique, this song's a really good place to start. It's not too complicated to learn. There's no real massive finger work going on with these fingers. You're more or less just using your pick and your middle finger, sometimes your ring finger. So this song's a really good song to start learning that on. Now we've got that out of the way, I'll tell you what gear I'm using. I'm using a Mason 89 single cutaway Les Paul style guitar with Wilkinson pickups. I believe they're Peter Green signatures. They sound great. I'll be on the bridge pickup for the whole thing, with the volume set to about 6 or 7, so somewhere around there. But that's because I've got the gain set on my amp to about 11 o'clock, so almost halfway. And the amp I'm using is a Marshall valve state, and it's got quite a bit of gain behind it. So, but it's important to turn it down the guitar and keep the gain up, because then you get this quite nice, warm, crunchy sound. It's hard to explain. You'll hear it. I've got my bass up to about 2-3 o'clock-ish, mids 3-4, and then treble to about 1-2 o'clock. Yeah, that's really all. So let's dig in there, and good luck. Have fun. All right, Don't Cry. Okay, so first off, teach you that little section. Only 20 seconds long, but it's cool. First off, using ring finger, this little one there, 7th fret, B string. B, I mean D. Stupidity on me. And at the same time, you're going to pick that, so this is pick this section, you're going to pick the open A at the same time. So you're going to get octaved A, same as playing that, but down there. Okay, so you've got that, and then over the top, we'll let that A string ring, you can play this little lick. Now that is 7 on the D, 5 on the G, 7 on the G, and bend up. A whole tone, so went a little bit out there, my apologies. Now let's do that again. So let's play that little lick a couple of times so you're comfortable with it. As actually I was mucking up a few times and accidentally catching the D string. Careful not to do that. Try and miss it as much as you can because you've got to bring your pick over. Now after that, you're going to play 8-5 on the B string. So, and that's going to be a pull off. You're going to do that twice. So all together. And then you're going to end with 7 on the G, open D, to give you octaved Ds again. So all together we've got this so far. Now with that you can do a few little things. You can change it around a little bit, sometimes I do if I'm feeling a little bit bored. Is instead of just ending on the D and adding a bit of vibrato, just before you do it, give it a little grace note of a 5 and hammer on, then put your vibrato in. Just because it adds a little bit of variation. Sometimes do it, sometimes don't, so it doesn't get repetitive. So if you're going to do that version, it will sound like this. This little extra, resolving a 7th into the whole just sounds a little bit nicer. Anyway, let's play it all the way through once again, but slowly so you can play along with me. Okay? Then you're going to move all the way down to the 3rd fret E string. You play that with your ring finger again, because ring finger is all awesomeness. And this is where the hybrid picking kicks in. Put your pinky on 3rd fret B string, and then your index finger 1st fret. So you can have this weird looking shape going on. Now you don't play it like that, although you could, and it'll obviously resonate a G chord, because you don't want all these notes in between. All you want is the 2 that are the bass note and the melody. So that means you cause the harmony essentially. Now, the way to do this is use your middle finger and your pick. So you're going to pick the G, as you do, and then you're going to pluck the B string with your middle finger. So that's sounds a bit silly, but just practice that for the time being if you're new to hybrid picking. little rhythms out of it, whatever, just to keep yourself entertained. Now we have that sorted, hopefully. We'll just keep practicing. If you don't get it, just keep going until you feel comfortable. What you're going to do is you're going to do some pull-offs with your pinky to your index, while sustaining that G note in the bass. And then you're going to end that by bringing your ring finger up and sliding to the 5th fret, and at the same time bring down your index finger to the 3rd fret. So that sounds like this. Or, well, you can do it with your pinky if you wish. I mean, it's up to you. Sometimes I do my index finger and that, or sometimes I do my pinky and that. It's up to you. So it will sound like this. That whole little section. Let me just show you the little slide first, though. So that's just me going 3rd, 2nd, 3rd, 2nd, open on the A string. Those of you who know Don't Cry already know that little riff, hopefully. I mean, because it's all that.